Gafur, El Ghafir. He's always forgiving, and he is the one who forgives. Praise be to Allah. So, A is for attitude. We got to have a proper attitude in our life, in our religion. Then he says, N represents stay away from negativity. Allah has said you stay away from what He has prohibited you to stay away from. And if He give you something, do as much of it as you possibly can. So we got to have the right perspective for staying away what Allah has forbidden, stay away from. He said that intoxicant and gaming chance are forbidden unto you. They create enmity and hatred among you. And if they go not near fornication or adultery, it'll lead you into more sins, or it will lead you into a road of more sin. You begin to lie. You begin to cheat. You begin to misappropriate. So, all praise be to Allah, we got to stay away from the negativity or the haram. Things that are forbidden. And we got to get more halal in our life. More things that are pure and clean and decent and upright and righteous. And then he goes on to say, Allah will give you a guarantee. Meaning that Allah will guarantee. And I was reading the day in the Quran today, and it says that, oh Allah, on the day that He would say that He will rise and raise them up out of coming from death. He would rise, and it's a promise holding to Allah that He's going to raise you up after you physically die. Meaning that the Muslim knows that there's a life after this world is over. And he knows that he's going to be judged according to what he did, good and bad, into this next life. But we got to be conscious that, I had to straighten up. I was 20-some years old. I said, I'm tired of going down this dead end street. Going into this nose dive. About to destroy myself and my life and everybody around me. Reckless, as they say. Irresponsible. I said, man, I got to pull up out of this. I can't do this one. I'm tired. At a young age. If I open my heart to the smile, I can't thank Him enough for helping me. Open my heart to the smile. So, it's a guaranteed promise by Allah. Oh, you who believe. Bow down, prostrate, and adore your God and Lord, and do good, so you may prosper. Allah has given us a promise, a guarantee. If you bow down and prostrate and adore your God and Lord and do good, you can see with success in this life as well. And then he goes on with the end of change, that Allah has wanted you to have excellence in your life. We don't know the power we have as Muslims. We have an excellent mode of conduct, but the Prophet Muhammad said he was the most exemplified example, the most excellent person to follow in conduct. Prophet Muhammad was the excellent example for you and I. Now into the last days. So we follow Muhammad, we follow the excellent human being, human life. So Allah has designed in our life as Muslims an excellent mode of conduct. Oh, you who believe, fear Allah, and always say words directly to the right. Allah is our Lord, Islam is our life, the Quran is our guide, the Sunnah is our practice, Jihad is our spirit, righteousness is our character, paradise is our goal. We forbid what is wrong, we adorn what is right, we forbid what is wrong, we fight against oppression, and we would die inside the religion of Islam. Right? Prophet Muhammad, this is what he did. He didn't desire wealth, fame, fortune. That's what they bargained with him with. Oh, Muhammad. Oh, you want to be king or ruler around here? We'll make you king or ruler, alright? Most of us wouldn't stand this test. This test is too much for the common man or woman. If they would offer us positions like they do on these positions in these jobs and these corporations and positions in life, oh, Muhammad's humble. God bless us to have a very humble president. Now, I heard about this piece today. I didn't see it. Knocked out. But anyway, I'm going to try to move it up, try to see Obama speak, and his wife speak, and Bill Clinton speak. I'm going to examine them and analyze them. Right? But going back, is that he has given us this great religion. And Prophet Muhammad wasn't bargain. They try to bargain with you. You know how they bargain. They buy you off. You come in their back pocket. Come my brother. You know, when they got African American body, but they got an Arab head on. All right. They want to run around here acting and sounding like Arab. He's born on 55th Street, raised on the west side. But you think that he's from a different doggone country, the way he dressed. African American body, but he got a different head on his body. But praise God, I'm not trying to virtue, but we don't like what Allah has blessed us. Right? We want to change our color. During your days, or earlier days, you know, blacks used to bleach their skin, used to fry their hair. But they ain't like it right now. Our women, astaghfirullah, putting somebody else's hair in their head. Astaghfirullah. To me. Tattooing their bodies. Wearing bodysuits. Tights. See everything. Astaghfirullah. Just bow your head. But Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdul Sallallahu he wasn't bargaining. They were bargaining with position. They bargained with Muhammad with wealth. Right? Oh, we'll make you the richest man. You know, Malcolm was rich at that time. You know, he married a rich woman, right? But they say, oh, Muhammad, you want wealth, you want power, we'll give that to you. Let's work with us here. And he said, there's no compromise. I don't want to compromise with you. Allah told him to do. Ain't not to you your way and to me mine. No compromise. And then he said, oh, Muhammad, if you got an evil spirit that possess you or overcome you, we'll get the best witch doctor, the sorcerer, to rid you of this evil spirit that you may have. Right? Oh, man. Prophet Muhammad, oh, man, they think I'm crazy now. I'm a madman. You know, that's what they think about you when you first came into Islam and said, this brother, go back. Want to take everybody to the mosque. You know, y'all have that zeal and that spirit. You know what I mean? We got to get that back. That's something that you probably never come back into. To have that zeal that you wanted the whole block, the whole Chicago to embrace the religion of Islam. Oh man, I felt that. Man. I said, oh, praise you, Allah. I had to be like a man in a 10 man to try to protect myself and guard against that. The boys I was around, they wanted to know, hey, Mark, Luke, you want some of this? You know, here it is. I said, no. Yeah, you look like the same Luke and you talk like the same Luke, but you're not the same Luke. Man, I didn't want to go back. I did not want to go back. So I was running around there, you know what I mean, like a stiff, but I wanted them to come from where we were. We almost did a wonderful thing on our block. A lot of people embraced the religion on our block. And it was very impressive. So, Prophet Muhammad told them they can put the sun in my right hand and the moon in my left hand. This mission, I'm not going to turn back until you bring me my victory or my death. Strong conviction. Really committed. The sun and the moon or my life gonna bring me my victory or my death. That's how we got to feel. That's like Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May the peace and prayers be upon him. Oh, this is great. He is willing to give it all for the pleasure of Allah. That's how we have. Inshallah. So we like to ask Allah to give us some wisdom and guidance on protection and guidance. Oh, we see Allah's help, we see Allah. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. And I bear witness that there is nothing worthy of worship except Allah, and that Muhammad is his servant and his slave. I mean, a peace of prayer be upon our blessing, our prophet, whom says that he is the mercy to all the world. Not only your world is Muslim, but the Christian world, the Jewish world, anybody's world. He is a mercy to all the world. And that's what we got to raise up. We got the solution. We got the solution. Allah has given us the solution to the world's problem. And not to be saying anything about Obama, but Imam Allah blessed him with insight. You know why? Because of his sincerity. He'll bless you with insight if you become more sincere. You can start reading between the lines. You can just hear people just for the first or the second time. You can you can hit it right on the nail, that person's life. Stop. And it will show off something wrong. Oh, this is something nice here. This is right here. Allah will bless you with that discernment or that insight. And all praises be Allah. And then it says in the Quran, follow the inspiration that comes to you from your Lord. And right now, when I get inspiration, I bow my head. I submit. Some tell me to do certain things or say certain things, and I bow my head. I submit. You know, and it makes me feel good by following up what Allah has inspired. And how do Allah? Allah tells us He comes to man by three ways. By divine inspiration, by behind a veil, something that's hidden behind something else, and by an angel. Oh, do angels come to men? Yes. Allah said the angels always aid. I mean, Imam told us that angels always aid and assisting him, right? Angels. And Allah tells us in the Quran, subhanahu wa ta'ala says that He has an angel on your right and on your left recording everything that you do and say. He also got an angel of punishment to deal with you. And then He has an angel of protection for you. And it said that not a leaf falls off the tree that He's not acquainted with. He's acquainted with the finding the mystery and well acquainted with them. And a person can act in the role of an angel without that person even knowing that they're working in the role of an angel. But Allah tells you got angels. So when Allah tells you that, take it. And don't think you ain't going to be judged in this life as well as the next. He'll judge you and bring you down.